$2,200. That's my rent. One bedroom, not fancy. No doorman, no dishwasher, just walls and a window. I make $70,000 a year, before taxes, before health insurance, before the government takes its cut. Do the math with me. $70,000 a year. After taxes, about $53,000. Divide by 12, $4,400 a month. Take home pay, my rent is $2,200. That's 50%. 50% of my paycheck goes to a landlord for a place I will never own. I'm not bad with money. I don't buy avocado toast every day. I don't have a car payment. I don't have credit card debt. And still, I'm drowning. Here's what nobody tells you. The rent crisis is not your fault, but it is your problem. And if you don't fix it, you will be renting forever. Stay till the end of this video, because I'm going to tell you the one thing I did that dropped my rent by $800 a month without moving to a dangerous neighborhood, without getting a roommate. It worked, and it will work for you. If you're new here, this is the channel that tells you the truth about money that landlords, banks, and the government don't want you to know. Today, we're talking about the rent crisis, the thing that keeps millions of young Americans feeling hopeless, the thing that makes home ownership feel like a fantasy reserved for people born into wealth. Here's the villain of this story. It's not your landlord. It's the system that made renting the only option for an entire generation. It's the decades of wage stagnation while rents doubled. It's the you should be grateful you have a roof gaslighting. I'm not grateful. I'm angry. And you should be too. Legal disclaimer. Fast, clean, compliant. None of this is meant to be construed as investment advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just someone who figured out how to stop getting ripped off by the rental market now. Let me show you exactly how much rent is stealing from your future. And then let me show you how to steal it back. Let me show you the math that keeps you poor. You make $70,000 a year. Sounds good, right? Above the median income. You made it. But here's what actually happens. Federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security, Medicare, health insurance, maybe a 401k contribution if you're responsible. Your $70,000 becomes $53,000. Your $53,000 becomes $4,400 a month. Now subtract rent, $2,200. You have $2,200 left. Utilities, electric, water, internet, maybe gas. That's $300 minimum. You have $1,900 left. Groceries, $300 if you're careful. You have $1,600 left. Transportation, bus pass, gas, insurance, maybe a small car payment. That's $400. You have $1,200 left. Phone bill, $60. You have $1,140 left. That $1,140 has to cover everything else. Clothes, medical copays, gifts, entertainment, savings, emergencies, debt repayment. $1,140 a month for everything. Do you know how long it takes to save for a down payment on a house when you have $1,100 a month for everything? Forever. Literally forever. And here's the kicker. You're not even living large. You're not eating out every night. You're not taking lavish vacations. You're just surviving. And surviving is expensive. This is not a you problem. This is a system problem, but you still have to solve it. So let's solve it. Let me tell you about Jessica. She's 29. She lives in Denver, Colorado. She makes $68,000 a year. Her rent is $2,100. I met her through a friend. She was crying in a coffee shop. Not being dramatic, actually crying because she had just done her monthly budget and realized she had $97 left after rent, utilities, and groceries. $97 for an entire month. Jessica doesn't have a car payment. She doesn't have student loans. She doesn't have credit card debt. She just has rent, and rent is eating her alive. She showed me her apartment. It's fine. It's normal. No granite countertops, no stainless steel appliances. Just a regular one bedroom in a regular building in a regular neighborhood, and she's trapped. She can't save for a down payment because there's nothing left to save. She can't move because moving costs 3 months of rent up front. She can't get a roommate because it's a one bedroom. Jessica is not bad with money. Jessica is a victim of the rental market. And there are millions of Jessicas right now in Austin, in Nashville, in Phoenix, in Portland, in every city where rents have doubled in 5 years while wages have barely moved. But here's what Jessica did. She stopped crying. She got angry. And she made 3 moves that changed everything. I'm going to tell you exactly what she did. And you can do the same thing today. Why do we stay in apartments we can't afford? Why don't we move? Why don't we negotiate? Why don't we change anything? Because we've been lied to. By ourselves, by society, by the "you deserve it" culture. Here's lie number 1. You deserve a nice apartment. You work hard. No. You deserve safety. You deserve stability. You don't deserve granite countertops if they cost you your future. Here's lie number 2. Moving is too expensive. Is it? 3 months of rent up front is expensive. But staying in an unaffordable apartment for 3 more years is more expensive. Math doesn't lie. Here's lie number 3. My rent is normal. Everyone pays this. That's called social proof. Just because everyone is drowning doesn't mean you should keep drowning. Here's the psychology that keeps you stuck. Loss aversion. You're afraid of losing what you have. Your apartment, your neighborhood, your convenience, your nice life. So you stay, and you pay, and you stay poor. But here's what Jessica realized. She wasn't losing a nice apartment. She was losing her future. Every month she stayed, she lost another month of saving for a house, another month of compound interest, another month of freedom. The moment you realize that staying is more expensive than leaving, your brain unlocks and you start making different choices. Jessica made 3 choices. Here they are. Strategy 1, the roommate reboot. And no, I'm not talking about living with a stranger in a cramped 2-bedroom. Jessica had a 1-bedroom. She was paying $2,100. She found a 2-bedroom in the same neighborhood for $2,400. Then she found a roommate. Now she pays $1,200. $900 less per month. That's $10,800 a year in savings. People don't do this because they think roommates are for college. Roommates are for people who want to buy a house before they're 40. Here's how to do it without losing your mind. First, find someone with a similar schedule. Jessica found a nurse who works night shifts. They barely see each other. Second, write a roommate agreement. Chores, guests, quiet hours, noise, money, everything in writing. No assumptions. Third, keep your bedroom as your sanctuary. Make it nice. Make it yours. The shared space can be basic. Your room is where you live. Jessica was embarrassed at first. I'm 29. I have a roommate. Then she looked at her bank account. $1,200 saved every month. The embarrassment disappeared. You don't need to live with a stranger forever. You need to live with a stranger for 1 or 2 years, long enough to save for a down payment, long enough to escape. Is it fun? No. Is it worth it? Yes. And if you absolutely cannot do a roommate, stay tuned. Strategy 2 is for you. Remember the open loop from the beginning? The one thing that dropped my rent by $800 a month without moving and without a roommate. Here it is. I negotiated my rent. You didn't know you could do that, did you? Neither did I, until I tried. Here's exactly what I said to my landlord. I sent an email. I said this: I've lived here for 14 months. I've never paid late. I've never caused a problem. Market rates in this building have dropped by 8% since I moved in. I want a renewal at $200 less per month. If you say yes, I sign today. If you say no, I move. They said yes. $200 less per month. $2,400 a year. For a 5-minute email. Landlords hate vacancy. An empty apartment costs them thousands. They would rather keep a good tenant at a slight discount than find a new one. Jessica did the same thing. She didn't get 200, she got 150. That's still $1,800 a year. You have power. You just haven't used it. Send the email today. The worst they can say is no. Strategy 3. Trade space for location. Jessica was living alone in a 1-bedroom in a trendy neighborhood, walkable to bars, walkable to coffee shops, walkable to everything. She moved, not far, just 15 minutes outside the city center. Same size apartment, $800 less per month. $800, that's $9,600 a year. Here's what she lost. She can't walk to brunch anymore. She has to drive. That's it. That's the trade. Here's what she gained. A down payment on a house in 3 years instead of 10. The math is simple. Every dollar you save on rent is a dollar that can become $3 in the stock market over time. Every dollar you waste on location convenience is a dollar stolen from future you. You don't need to live in the trendiest neighborhood. You need to live somewhere affordable. Your friends will still visit. The bars will still exist. You can drive there. Stop paying for proximity to things you can't afford to enjoy. Move 15 minutes away. Watch your savings grow. Jessica cried less after she moved. She cried less because she had money in her account. Money buys peace. Location buys Instagram stories. Choose peace. Do them today, on your phone, right now. Number 1, calculate your rent to income ratio. Take your monthly rent. Divide by your monthly take-home pay. If it's over 30%, you are in the danger zone. If it's over 50%, you are in crisis. Write that number down. That's your wake-up call. Number 2, search for comparable apartments in your building or neighborhood right now. Go on Zillow, go on apartments.com. Look for units like yours. If market rates have dropped, screenshot the evidence. You just found your negotiation leverage. Number 3, send the email. Copy my exact words. I've been a good tenant. Market rates have dropped. I want to renew at X price. Yes or no. Send it before you lose courage. The worst they can say is no. The best they can say changes your life. 3 moves, 10 minutes. Your rent could drop tomorrow. The rent crisis is real. It's unfair. It's not your fault. But waiting for the system to fix itself is a plan that will leave you renting forever. You have power. You can get a roommate. You can move 15 minutes away. You can negotiate. You can stop paying for convenience you can't afford. Jessica did it. I did it. Millions of Americans are doing it right now. You can too. Here's my question for the comments, and I want you to be honest. What percentage of your income goes to rent right now? Just type the number. No shame, no judgment, just the number. I'll start. Mine was 52%. Now it's 28%. This comment section is going to be full of people who finally feel seen because everyone is struggling and nobody is talking about it. If this video helped you see a way out, hit like. Subscribe if you want more real talk about money without the fake guru energy, and click the video on your screen right now, because the rent crisis isn't over, and neither is this conversation. See you in the comments.